Hey guys, NV here, and in this video I want to show you how to create your first vignette. To do this, I need to load up a photograph, so I'm going to go to Open here and click this photograph right here. If you do not have a photograph of your own to apply this effect to, then please, by all means, download this photo from the photographer's link that I have posted in the description below. Right off, what I want to do is add a folder in the Layers panel here. I'm going to Alt-click this folder icon right here, and I'm going to name it Vignette, and I'm going to press Enter on the keyboard. So here's our Vignette folder, and now I want to add a layer inside this folder. I'm going to do that with the hotkey, holding Control and Shift, tapping the N key on our keyboard. This will give us our Layers Properties menu. I'm going to name it the same thing. And in mode, I want to set it to multiply. And fill with multiply neutral color, I want to check that. And that's going to obviously give us white as it says. And click OK. There's our vignette layer right here. I'm going to go up to the Tools menu and click Filter. And right here, Lens Correction. Okay. And we're going to leave this alone because there's nothing to auto correct. I'm going to go to Custom, all the way down to Vignette. And in the input field here, I want to put -90. And midpoint, I want to make 45, somewhere around there. And I do like this vignette setting here. So I'm going to save this, okay, as our own custom vignette settings file here. Going to this icon right here, this manage icon. Clicking on that and saying Save Settings. And I'm just going to name this My First Vignette and click Save. And at any time, you can always go back up to this Manage Settings icon and load it, okay? Just so you know. So here's our vignette, and we're going to go ahead and click OK. And voila, there is your vignette effect. And this is a little harsh for me. By the way, a trick to see how harsh a vignette can be, just zoom out of the photograph like so. And that looks pretty harsh to me. Okay, so what I want to do is adjust the opacity. And if you look at your keyboard, by the way, and you see the number 1 to 0, if you watch the properties of this opacity and I tap the 1 key, that goes to 10%. You can do that if you watch that and I click on the 2 key, that goes to 20. 3 is 30, 4 is 40, all the way up to 0, which makes 100, okay? So I wanted to show you that. And if you want to do the fill, you have to hold the Shift key and tap, let's say the 3 key. That gives us 30%. Shift key and tapping the 0 will give us back to 100% fill opacity. But I want just opacity, so I'm going to say about 60. And I like my vignette subtle, by the way, not very harsh. It's just the point of a vignette is to create a focal point. So it gives you a nice focal point of the object or whatever you're trying to create the focus for. It guides a person's eyes to have a specific viewpoint of their photograph. And it can be very easily overdone, and it is most commonly overdone, I think. I think they're always, a lot of times, too harsh. So there we go, and let's go ahead and save this project. But before I do that, I want to do one more thing. I'm going to go to File and Open, because I want to do a little house cleaning. And I'm going to go up to NVDT Demonstrations and NVDT Projects. And in this Projects folder, I want to create a blank folder, an empty folder. And I'm going to name it Work Files, okay? And I'm going to drag all of these files, PSDs, into that folder. And I'm going to create one more folder, and I'm going to name it Previews. You can name it Images if you would like. And that's it. I'm going to go ahead and tap the Escape key on the keyboard. And now we're going to save our photograph, our project, by going up to File and Save As. And click Save on your computer. And we're going to go ahead and browse back out of this and go to this folder. And we're going to save it in our Projects folder. And I'm going to name it My First Vignette. Okay? And click Save. And OK. And I also want to save it as an image. So we're going to go back up to File and Save As. And on your computer. And going to go back out of here and click in the Previews folder. And I'm going to save it as a JPEG. You can also save it as a PNG if you wish. but I'm going to go ahead and click JPEG just for this demonstration purposes and click OK. And I'm going to go ahead and hold Control and tap the W key. Just a quick way to close out your document as long as it's been saved. And there's our folder. There's our image that we've created. And there you go. That's your first vignette. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. And until next time, I will see you in another video.